Just look at what Fulani is doing in my village. Just look at, this is Ezeago. This is somebody's farm. This is cassava and akidi farm. Look at what Fulani is doing. Carrying their cow to our farm. Later along, they will talk that their food is scarce.
Viewers and subscribers, so welcome back again. This is still BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. On the floor of the Senate, Senator Victor Umeh, representing Anambra Central Senatorial Zone, made his stance with respect to open grazing in Nigeria. What he said there is quite on point. I want you to listen to it, then we'll come back to highlight on it. Good. That is clear position of someone who is thinking right. But the question is, would it fly at the National Assembly? If you ask me, I will say it will not fly. It's simple.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. My name is Senator Victor Umeh, OFR. I represent Anambra Central Senatorial District. Mr. President, I rise to speak on this very grave situation again in Omala local government area of Kogi State. Mr. President, I think the problem we have continued to have is that this issue of herdsmen ravaging communities across states of the Federation, we have not been able to deal with it decisively. Even this motion itself started by saying gunmen attacked these communities. Gunmen. It was when he got to the third paragraph, I said, he stopped that herders attacked another community and killed 21 persons. It's good that you give something the good caption and begin to look for ways of addressing it. I've looked at even the prayers contained in the motion. None was directed at solving the problem of herders invading communities. We're talking about getting the NEMA and people to supply relief and to people who have been displaced. The herders should be told that what they're doing is business. If you do cattle rearing, it's business. That's a type of farming. And those who do not want to confine their business to a particular location and breed their cattle should be told that they don't have open latitude to move into people's land, kill people who are living there, displace them, and ravage the community and annihilate them. And we continue to have this type of report in the Senate on a regular basis. In the 8th Senate, we saw a lot of this happening in Nasarawa, Benue, Taraba, parts of the north, and up to today, the same herders are still ravaging. They are now in Kogi. So I think that an action should be taken to ban this type of migrant grazing with cattle across Nigeria. We must have to do things the way they are done in civilized nations. Ranching has been proposed time without number, that we should be able to put our cattle in confined settlements and nurture them, breed them, and then produce meat. So that's the thing. If all the cattle we consume in the United Kingdom, you see them on the streets of the United Kingdom or England, nobody sees these things on the roads. It's only here that we can stay, and every morning herders will invade a community, kill 30 persons, touch the houses, burn their properties, displace them, and we have no solution to it. Nigeria should be planning on how to put an end to this scourge of herders displacing people in their ancestral homes. because they bring their cattle down, move into people's ancestral lands when they are sleeping. They kill them, burn their houses, and we get this report continuously, and these headers are still moving around. So we must put a stop to it. Let us find a way of putting a stop to it, even by legislation. We should ban migrant grazing. If we put a law and ban it, anybody who is moving with a cattle 20, 30, 40 is running foul of the law on the road. How much more into people's farms? You destroy their crops, destroy their means of livelihood, burn down their schools, burn down their health facilities, and they go away. Nobody is talking about how to apprehend them and put a stop to this. So, Mr. President, I feel gravely concerned that our inability to rein in headers activities in Nigeria has been responsible for this recurring loss of lives and destruction of properties.
Many of them are owners of these cattle, including some of your senators from the southeast, not just the northerners. So I'm telling you honestly, and they see open grazing as an easy way to graze their cattle at no cost, but at the expense of the Nigerian people. Because if you look at it, these farmers, they have come from all over the Sahel with a different agenda to take over your lands first, and also to maroon their cows on your farms. That is why in Nigeria, to buy food to eat is very expensive, unlike to buy otapia to die. In the rest of the world, what is happening and obtainable is you see government encouraging agricultural investment and introducing modern way of doing agriculture. So it will be a win-win. But these guys, they prefer not to invest in grazing. That's in what they call grazing field or ranching, where they will now have to source feed for their cows and also make more money. But these guys, like I said, the people that created Nigeria made the northern Nigeria to have preponderant seats. They have more seats over the rest of other Nigerians. So even if it's okay, let's go to the votes, this thing will not fly. That's why I want to bring it back home. That is my position on restructuring of this country. Because if this country is restructured to regional government, all of these things will not be in the books. We are not going to be wasting our time talking about marauders, killing people, ransacking villages, destroying farmlands. Even as we are today, the state governments who has the control of lands and agricultural policies in the southeast gave lip service and political statement on ban on open grazing. Up to today, how many of them is enforcing it? Anambra said when they tried to do theirs, they said it is the DSS and the police that will enforce it. This is people deceiving themselves. And I said it there. If you remember the video I made when they were doing the public hearing at the State House, I went there. I made my presentation known to them that it would not fly because they are not sincere. What I expect our political leaders, especially Victor Umeh, who is speaking up, to persuade Governor Soludo, to persuade Governor Mba, to persuade, does LSO need persuasion? I think he's already doing something about it. What of Ebony State? We will not even touch that of Imo State because that one is as good as being a Fulani man. So let us not go there. But the truth of the matter is that our political leaders are not interested in safeguarding lives and properties of our people. That's why they are playing politics with ban on open grazing. And GGM will continue calling them out on this until they do something about it. Until we see practical and genuine commitment in banning open grazing in the southeast to start with. Let the rest of all other places do theirs. The Yorubas have done theirs and set up Omotekun to enforce it. What are you waiting for in the southeast? Well, it's up to you. for you to know how important it is to have people who you can trust, at least, not people who can do lip service. I know we all voted for Soludo. We expected him to do the needful, but unfortunately, he's not living up to that expectation. It is still left for the people to make another choice when the time comes. So when we continue to progress in that direction, when the people continue to get involved in governance and political process, we will start getting it better. It will not happen overnight. It will not happen like a magic. You know, in Africa, we believe in miracle, instantaneous miracle and turnaround. It may not happen that way, but progressively, GGM is conscientizing our people to position themselves towards that direction of having a better society. And that is my commitment on this platform. And that is why you have to share this video to the rest of other people to understand why it is important to get involved with what we're doing on this platform. What's your take on it? Drop it on the comment section. Don't allow this video to die down without you sharing it. Let the next person sees it and understand why it is important what we're doing here on this platform. Bye-bye for now.